All right, folks, welcome back to the White Glove Show, where every card gets the white glove treatment. I'm your host, and your host is feeling a little bit under the weather, so if I sound different, or if I take some breaks, you know why. It happens to you too. I've got some exciting things to share with you, some things to look forward to on the channel in the coming weeks and months. Let's get right into it here. So, I have said before many times that Thunder Junction and Edge of Eternities are my favorite Magic card artwork series. Well, I've been doing some shopping online, and I found an interesting medium between a collector booster pack and just a regular play booster, which is what we've been opening. I found these collector booster sample packs for Thunder Junction and Edge of Eternities. So, anytime we spin the wheel and we land on Thunder Junction or Edge of Eternities, we will open that booster pack, play booster pack. We will also open the collector booster sample pack that goes with it. I think that will be pretty neat. It's kind of like a cool, important card even after the pack. Something else cool that I have here. Two more things. One, I purchased the Gundam card game deck build box. So we will be opening that on the show as well. We'll be seeing what we get from the GDO5 pack pulls, as well as examining what else comes in a deck build box for the Gundam card game. And then last, but absolutely not least, we have something that caught my eye on Instagram of all places. If you're following me on Instagram or watch any of the Instagram shorts that I put out there, you'll probably get prompted to see this card game as well. And it piqued my interest, so I figured, why not bite the bullet, put money down, and see what's really in one of these. This is the Life trading card game. It's an interesting look at the trading card genre as well as cards themselves. Each card, the print run of each card is numbered on the, I believe, bottom of the card. And that is the real world best estimated population by the World Wildlife Fund of that particular animal, which I thought was extremely cool. So the rarer the card, the rarer the animal. The rarer the animal, the rarer the card. I thought that was a very neat concept that brings the normal fantasy or high fantasy artwork of trading card games into reality, which that you don't get to do that often. I'll tell you that right now. So I hope you'll join me when we open up our first pack of these. All right, folks, without much further ado, we're gonna hit the spinner wheel and see what we've got for packs available this episode. We're gonna see if we can land on that Life TCG, open up a pack here, and open up the box and open up a pack and see if we're what we get. I think that should be pretty interesting if it does happen. Let's take a look. All right, right off the bat, there you go. Move back over to the main scene here. We'll get to cracking open this box of Life TCG. Never opened one of these before. I don't know what I'm in store for here. Of course, still wrapped, so no trickery, no games afoot here. This is you and I both seeing the same thing for the first time. Okay. How many packs do we get here? This is the, I believe it's the $40 bundle of packs. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 packs that we can pull from in the future. Set that off to the side. And let's open our first pack, my first pack, and possibly your first pack of Life trading card game. Beluga whale. So, as you can probably see here, down below, they have the population, which is the printing, how many were printed of this card. African elephant. Bottlenose dolphin. To get more than one card. Beaver. Giant panda. Looks like, I don't know if you can tell here, but it's got a star with an R next to it, which I would assume to mean rare. And judging by the population comparison to the rest of the animals we've pulled so far, it's considerably less. Manatee dugong. Uncommon. Tapir. Nice tapir there. A red panda. To end our pack off here. What did we think? I think this is super neat. That dugong is of course a holographic. That's why you've got the first edition H on there. Just a neat looking card. As a matter of fact, we will go ahead and put that up on our display spinner here. While I box up the rest of these, you can take a look at that wonderful dugong card. I think that is just a really neat set of cards. I hope they continue on in the future. It does say that this is the Mammals edition, so I'm hoping they go with other, I guess, Animal Kingdom groups. Yeah, I really like it. I think it's very neat. I think there's a lot there that they can explore with this card game, and there's a lot to appreciate in the game itself. with that being said, we're going to move on to our next pack. Wow, right into Edge of Eternities. Edge of Eternities, of course, as I said before, my favorite, one of my favorite Magic sets because of its artwork. So we got that, and then of course, because I like the artwork so much, we will also open a collector booster sample pack. I went with the booster sample packs because they are... It seems like it's a better companion to opening an individual pack than, say, opening a collector booster pack. I think I like the idea that it's a little extra added on there. Further ado, here we go. Mental modulation for all your solo blue decks. Left blade enhancer. It seems like a pretty expensive card. Seems like it does a little bit though. Human Scout. When this creature dies, create a tap 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. That's not bad for 3 mana. Jellyfish Wizard. Pretty sure they performed at Coachella this year as well. Gene Pollinator. This looks like it fit right at home in a green-black deck. Tap an untapped permanent you control. Add 1 mana of your color. Yeah, it's a bummer. It's Melded Moxite. You may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. So, just a way to keep your hand fresh. Not bad. Lux Knight Breacher. +1/+1 counter on it for each other creature and artifact you control. That's not bad. For 3 and a white, that's not bad, actually. Standard +1/+0. Instant. Robot Soldier. Whenever this creature attacks, you may pay 2. If you do, create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token that's tapped and attacking. Sacrifice that token at the end of combat. If you play it right, it does it for you. Mechanic Assembler. We've seen that one on the show a few times. Ooh, that's a neat land right there. Look at that. Great artwork. Rare. Ooh. For a common, that looks pretty nice. Germinating Worm. That's got some alliteration to it. You gain 2 life. Not bad. Hollow Plains, of course. Again, the artwork on the holographics in this Edge of Eternity set, incredible. Every time. And a robot token usually would end our pack here, but we are not done. We have our collector booster sample pack. Now these are packed very well. These are not a lot of air to them. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to probably rip this. But I'm not sure how, because it's... Yeah. It looks like the ticket is going to have to make a sacrificial cut here and go for it. Alright, our Edge of Eternities collector booster sampler. Where that came from. Just a advertisement card. Lumen class frigate. It's a rare one of the spacecraft. Again, the unique feature of the Edge of Eternities set, the spacecraft landers. And then Halia Ascendant Cadet for an uncommon foil. Again, just beautiful artwork. Beautiful artwork on that set. Absolutely love it. But I think I probably will still keep up that Life TCG card here. We will go ahead and get ready for our next card. And it looks like we've got some Secrets of Strixhaven on the menu next. Strixhaven was a really good series. I think it did a lot for not only the Magic lore, but it did a lot for the cards, the card game as well. I liked that. It was slightly before my Magic time, so I didn't get to enjoy the release and the game that came after it. Not nearly as much as something like Final Fantasy or Marvel superheroes that just came out. Shopkeeper's Bane. Creature Badger Pest. That's trample. Whenever this creature attacks you, gain 2 life. 4/2 for 3. That's a really good common card. Put that in your pauper deck. Pull from the Grave. Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. You gain 2 life. Again, as I said, I like what the cards did for the game of Magic. This is pretty good. Ajani's Response. This spell costs 3 less to cast. If it targets a tapped creature, destroy target creature. Could be a tapped creature, which would 3 less to cast. Draw 2 cards. Solid instant, just to keep your hand fresh. Unsubtle Mockery. Subtle Mockery deals 4 damage to target creature. Surveil 1. 4 damage, Surveil 1 for 3. Not terrible. Terrafractal. That's a good play on. That's a good pun. That's a good play on words. It's a good portmanteau. Dinosaur Fractal. This creature enters with X +1/+1 counters on it. When this creature enters, you gain 2 life. A lot of gaining life. That's a decent mechanic to, I guess, to enhance your Magic series. The prepared feature or stipulation, however you see it, popping up again here. Target player gains X life when you pay 1 green plus X mana. For a 2 mana card, that's not terrible either. Again, it's a life gain. Discard a card, draw a card. Just a simple 1-for-1, not bad. Silver Quill Charm. Choose 1, put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. Exile target creature with power 2 or less. Each opponent loses 3 life and you gain 3 life. Well, there's your gain life again showing up. Alrighty. There's our rare Molten Core Maestro. Creature, Goblin Bard. It's got Menace. And then Opus. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. If 5 or more mana was spent to cast that spell, add an amount of red mana equal to this creature's power. That seems a little bit broken. I won't lie to you. I think we're about to pull something pretty neat here. Shared Roots. So one of the lesson cards. I heard that this was a pretty big feature of Strixhaven. Search your library for basic land card, put it into the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. So, Land Finder. And then a hollow, uncommon, encouraging Aviator with a solid instant on it. Target creature gains flying until end of turn. And then got just a basic land mountain type and fractal token. Pretty neat. These Strixhaven cards. They seem to do a lot in terms of life gain or progressing the player's hand. I saw a lot of +1/+1s, a lot of fetches. I do like that Shared Roots art. I think I will probably profile that here. We're going to wait for the dugong to make its way around, though. Again, love the artwork on those, on the Life TCG here. And while we take a look at that card, we will go ahead and get ready to spin the wheel to see what pack we open next. Looks like a little Pokemon is on tap here. Got some Surging Sparks, Scarlet and Violet. Go ahead and rip into that. Some of you notice the table is getting a little torn up. That's not a problem. I made it myself, and I have 6 more yards of green fabric. There'll be plenty of green fabric here. Might boil it and eat it tomorrow. Plenty of green fabric. Pokemon cards well in there. Alrighty. Surging Sparks Pokemon. Let's see what we've got. Stunfisk. I don't know if that's legal. I don't think you can name it that. I'm not going to lie to you. Shellos. Not terrible. I think I highlighted last episode the Pokemon names are getting a little on the edge there. Stunfisk was riding the line. Dedenne? I don't know, the newer Pokemon. I'm a 151 kid. Dusk Ball. Look at the bottom 7 cards of your deck. Interesting. You may reveal a Pokemon you find there and put it into your hand. Shuffle the other cards back in your deck. That's actually a pretty neat card. That comes in handy. Ho-Oh. Really? Alright. Ooh, that's a nifty looking card right there. Celio. Get it? Celio? You know, the effort's made. Tauros. Paldean Tauros. That's another nice looking card. Another nice foil. I like the artwork on that one. Reminds me of Reminds me a lot of Samurai Jack, which had excellent artwork on Adult Swim there. And a Tapu Lele. Can't knock that name. Basic energy. And then I think these were some of the ones from the pack that I spilled out in the wrong direction. And then your Pokemon Live Redeem. Surging Sparks, ladies and gentlemen. What did you think? What did you think of Surging Sparks? Let me know in the comments. Let me know on all social medias so that I know to pull more Surging Sparks cards in the future. Go ahead and follow, like, comment, subscribe, share. Think fondly of any of the links provided on the screen. We are moving swiftly along. Right into some Gundam Steel Requiem. Steel Requiem Gundam. I like it. Like I said, this is the Gundam booster pack series that has the opportunity to pull my most favorite Gundam, the Alex Gundam. So we'll crack that open and see if we're lucky enough to grab one of those. Gundam card game has been taken off lately. People have been telling me that they've been pretty excited for it. People I didn't think liked Gundam or card games, so hopefully that bodes well for Gundam in the future. Bone Dock from Zeta Gundam. One of the more interesting mobile suit designs to Bone Dock. It's that peak 80s weirdness that Gundam had, for this late 70s, early 80s weirdness that Gundam had, that they did so well that the new Gundams, the new Gundam series, they just don't have that 70s, 80s oddity to it that makes it so much more to me. I know it makes it so much more to other people. Mikhail Kaminsky, of course, Cyclops team, legendary Cyclops team. Human Karma. Choose one active friendly unit rested. If you do, choose one enemy unit whose level is equal or lower than the unit rested. Deal 3 damage to it. Not bad. Barbados, 6 form uncommon. M-Machine, legendary Zeta character. M-Machine. Farzia. Alrighty, Zaku 2FZ. There we are with our 0080 War in the Pocket Cyclops team Gundams. Legendary card, legendary series. Not a whole lot more you can say about it. It's this. If you haven't seen the 0080 series, go watch it. I'll give you a little inside information. As you can see from the Santa here off to the side, it counts as a Christmas story / movie, much in the same way Die Hard does. So, break out Gundam 0080 War in the Pocket if you're open to the non-traditional Christmas films. What do we got here? And then, of course, an LR NT1 Alex. That is to pull. I'll show you the resource card. To pull these two back to back is, I cannot explain. As someone who absolutely fell in love with 0080 Gundam, the original Gundam, Zeta, Double Zeta, 0083, but falling in love with the story, the highs and lows of 0080. To pull these two cards back to back, that's a pack. That is an incredible pack. Let me do something with the display wheel here. Give me one momento. Pull the shared roots, and we will make an interesting exception for today. That is one Zaku 2 FZ displayed against the Gundam NT1 Alex. That is one of the coolest things to happen on this show. I can tell you that right now. I love that LR Alex. Had I not pulled it in any of the Steel Requiem packs that I got, I obviously would just buy the single, because if you want a card for any reason, buy the single. Always recommend buying singles, but that card is just magical to me. Reminds me of a different time. It reminds me of where it almost feels kind of cheap to go into a different pack right now, but I would obviously like to keep the show moving. I think I will do one last pack here. Let's hit the spinner wheel. And of course we hit Thunder Junction. Magic the Gathering, Thunder Junction, which, as I said before, has its own separate collector booster sampler pack, which I think is a great addendum. They came in I want to say they came in Commander decks as a bonus. But I think they're just a great, the reason why they put them in the Commander deck, something extra on top, a little bit more, some spice to go on top of things. But we're going to open up the Play Booster pack and see what we get in that first. Forge through here and hide the good cards for the reveal later on in the pack. And we will start off with Rise of the Varmints. Rise of the Varmints. Create X 2/1 green varmint creature tokens, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. That could, for an uncommon, this card could build a deck very quickly. Honest Rutstein? When Honest Rutstein enters the battlefield, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. That's a great card. And it was a 3/2. Slick Shot Lock Picker. That's whatever that saying that does to your mouth. I'm pretty sure there's a vocal coach that's just reading the title of this card. Making their students do it too. Wanted Griffin. Flying, of course, it's a white. When Wanted Griffin dies, create a 1/1 red mercenary creature token with tap. Target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery, so a way to get a +1 +0. Till end of turn, target creature you control gets +1/+1, and target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1. That is, as a matter of fact, a Swamp Magic the Gathering card. Stop Cold Flash, enchant, artifact, or creature. When Stop Cold enters the battlefield, tap enchanted permanent. Enchanted permanent loses all abilities and doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Tumbleweed Rising, create an XX green elemental creature token where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Deadeye Duelist, reach. Deadeye Duelist deals 1 damage to target opponent for 1 and a tap. This is a good way to just get something that's in the air on the ground. And a food token, let's see what we've got for the rest of our pack. That is a sweet, look at that forest art. Again, that's why Edge of Eternities and Thunder Junction are the 2 prettiest Magic sets in my opinion. I love the way they look. Armored Armadillo. Whenever this creature becomes a target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter it unless that player pays 1. So ward gets X +0 until end of turn, where X is its toughness. The Prosperity cards, which I have highlighted on here before. I love the artwork on these. Very Old Westy newspaper artwork. Draw 2 cards. Then you may discard a non-land card. When you do, Hypothesial deals 4 damage to target creature. And then Collector's Cage Mythic, Hideaway 5. When this artifact enters the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards of your library, exile 1 face down, then put the rest in the bottom in a random order. So, kind of a surveil, but 5. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Then if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, you may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost. And then, what else do we have in here? Kimball Profiteering Mayor. Whenever 1 or more tokens enters the battlefield under your opponent's control, for each of them, create a tapped token that's a copy of it. This ability triggers only once each turn. Whenever 1 or more tokens enter the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Not a bad card, not a bad pack, but we are not done because we still have the Collector Booster Sampler to go with it. Let's take a look-see at that. Again, they're packed very, very tightly, so you gotta find a corner and make a tear and pray and hope, and maybe you get lucky. Of course, it does say not for resale. If you know a guy, you know a guy. Let's just leave it at that. That is in the spirit of Thunder Junction, of course. Add card, and then follow it up with a foil version of the rare card we got in the pack of the play boosters. That is pretty. Isn't that something? Nah, I don't know what the odds are on that. Somebody with better brains than me can look that up. And then we've got, come on, work with me, lean the way I lean. Wow. Prosperity card. Full hollow extended art. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Return target creature to its owner's hand and draw a card. That's neat. That's a great looking card. I will not be substituting that out for the legendary back-to-back Zakutu FZ Bernie Wiseman NT1 Alex Christina McKenzie pull. There's no beating that. And with that, as we look upon our 0080 back-to-back in one pack, we will switch on over to our links. Please follow me on social medias. Go ahead and interact with me on social medias. I'm actually pretty, I interact quite often on there. Please comment. It helps me a lot. Helps me know what I'm doing right, what I could be doing better. Share it. Share somebody who you think might be interested in it. Subscribe to anything you see there. And above all, take care and have a good one.